Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you my process of hydrodipping 2 nitrous bottles. I've been hydrodipping now for about 7 years and I've yet to do a nitrous bottle because they intimidate me. Covering 360 degrees of a round object is not the easiest thing to do, and typically nitrous bottles do not come to me empty, so they're kind of heavy and just the whole thing was kind of intimidating. So start by taking the sticker off. I know that's stupid to explain, but the heat gun or a torch kind of helps loosen up the adhesion. And then I have 220 grit sandpaper on the air sander, and then I use a blue nylon wheel. These are softer than what they're rated at, in my opinion. I think this one is rated at 220, but it feels more like 250, 300-ish. But it's really good to get in kind of the corners and all the little nooks and crannies, like in those letters. This is the second bottle. Same process as the first, which is why I'm not going to show you. After you scuff the parts, give it a good rinse, and then I grab a Scotch-Brite pad and dish soap. The dish soap is only really just to clean and degrease anything that I may have put on it from, oils from my hands or anything that was on it previously. The Scotch-Brite is really nice because it kind of acts as like a second pass of sanding in case I missed any spots. Primer, I'm using Tamco's Direct to Anything epoxy primer. I've been using it almost since I started hydrodipping. No complaints, no lifting. It sticks to literally almost everything. And then my base color for the carbon is black, and so this is just a black sealer primer. The other bottle we're doing a burl wood graphic on, so we're doing a light metallic silver as the base. So this graphic is going to be a pain in the butt. It's solid color. That means it doesn't stretch well. You need a lot of activator. You need a higher wait time on the water. Just lots more room for error, and I do not like doing graphics like this. Tape the edges so the film doesn't roll in on itself. I would show you that, but I have no footage of it. But it just keeps the edges kind of firm and straight. If not, it literally will fold in on itself, and then it's ruined. One side of the film is water activated. The other side is activated by the activator that I'm spraying here. So I wet my fingers and then touch one corner, both sides. The side that sticks to your finger is the side that is water activated, and so that's the side that goes face down on the water. Activator is going to, as far as the passes go, it's going to depend on what activator you're using, water temperature, and what the film is. I just dialed that gun in and got it kind of back to where I was used to, and that was 3 passes. So both customers told me what side of the bottle is going to be front and center and visible and what side is on the back. So I started the dip on the back of the bottle because we're going flat to roll it like I just did. The air is going to get trapped. That's because we're not going at that angle you typically see. So we picked the side that isn't visible to basically put those air bubbles there. Rinsing is pretty straightforward. All those little suds and bubbles you see, that's the remainder of the film getting washed off. So the ink separates from the film, it stays on, and then you rinse it until the bottle becomes dull, or the part, I guess, becomes dull and flat instead of that glossy kind of slime look it has to it. Water is about 88 to 90 degrees. That's what I keep mine at. So for this one, I left it on the water for about an extra 20 seconds, and then I did the same amount of activator passes, but I turned the knob on the gun to allow a little bit more through, and just kind of watched it and kind of played it by ear. If it looked like it needed more, I'd shoot some more, but it worked out well. So same thing on the last one, picked the side that isn't visible and then rolled it through. I'm telling you guys, what I'm doing as if I know what I'm doing, but both of these were my guinea pigs. Like I said, I was nervous to do these. Then for clear coat, I'm also using Tamco. This is their Euro Clear. I do a dust coat just to kind of allow the graphic to gas out if there's any solvent still kind of left hanging on it. And then I do 2 medium coats. Again, not really, I was not looking forward to clearing these either. Objects that are straight up and down like that, I haven't mastered, and so I was terrified of running it or terrified of going way too dry and having all sorts of orange peel, but you could wet sand and buff later. Luckily, they turned out pretty freaking good. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comment below, like the video. That's how more people see it. That's how we keep going. Thank you guys, appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time. If you made it this far in the video, that means that you are the first to know that we will be giving away our bug. Just kidding. But we're giving away something, and you're still the first to know. We're gonna tape off the center of this steering wheel, and I'm gonna dip the actual wheel in some form of graphics. So if you want a chance to enter this, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you think we should dip this in. And then after our t-shirts are in, we sell a handful of those, we're gonna give this away to one of you guys. For those of you who have been on the channel for a while and have been watching this bug build. So we got a bunch of these gussets made. I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. These are gonna be for the windshield, basically to bolt on, but it'll be that way, yeah. Cool, so got about 20 of these I'm gonna go pick up tomorrow. If you didn't watch the last video, shame on you. If you did watch the last video, you saw that I broke this here window. We're also going to be cutting a window for that will allow us to access this so I don't have to fill it up from back here. This disgusting, ugly bunch of welding is all gonna get ground down, welded over some more, ground down again. We're gonna try and kind of finalize some of the ugly parts of this, including the deck lid. I have a really cool idea. I still have the deck lid for this. We're gonna cut it clear down the middle, but then instead of patching it, we're gonna attach each side, and then I'll probably tack, and then weld some bars on the top, bottom, probably in the middle, and then do a mesh screen in the middle so you can see the turbo. So I'm really excited for that. So we're gonna get going on all of that. Parts are on order. We have a gooseneck for, where on earth is it? For this, a gooseneck, so we can actually fill up the coolant because we were filling it up through a bleeder valve up front, which was a pain in the butt. Speaking of up front, that wiring, although it doesn't look too complicated, it looks pretty gross. It looks like a bunch of nasty, bloody spaghetti noodles. So we have a bunch of parts coming in to clean all that up, along with a blinker switch, looms to hide all that basically. Everything up here, we don't need a whole lot going on. The hood, which is back yonder, I don't know what we're doing with that, but we're moving in the right direction. We also got this support in. The underneath is not yet really, it's still pretty gross. Great time to ask you guys. I have a new idea for an episode we could do once a week. The first name that came to my head was Slapped or Smacked. What happens is I get people who are willing to let me test drive their cars. I have a ridiculous list of criteria, like, you know, we'll do some normal stuff like, is it fast, is it comfortable, does it sound good? Does it make me hungry? Does it make my belly itch? Does it make my hair sweat? Like stupid stuff. If they pass all the criteria and I'm impressed with the car, they get to smack me. If they fail, I get to slap them. So it's kind of a stupid idea, but they'd be like short, sweet episodes, and I think it'd be a lot of fun, and hopefully I can test drive some pretty cool cars. And if you guys don't like me, you gotta watch me get slapped. So let me know what you think about that. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I got for you. I gotta get back to work, gotta do that, and then I gotta prep sinks tonight, and it's already late, and I'm, thank goodness for caffeine. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Thank you.